Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It is, as always, Generalkidd here, and today, to conclude this little mini-series I've been doing for a while now, we're finally going to show you all the weapons in Halo 2 dual-wielded. And when I say all of them, I mean all of them. So I put together this little custom map here. It's actually based on the example map from the Halo 2 PC map editor, and it was just easier this way, so I could spawn all the weapons, so that, kind of like in Forge in the previous games, it makes it easier to test all the weapons out. So, without further ado, we got a lot of weapons to get through, so let's get right to it. And actually, make sure you stick around to the end, because I got some really cool like bonus stuff. If you saw the thumbnail, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's some pretty cool stuff that I'll show you later. But let's just get through all the main weapons first. So, starting with the Needler, well, you already know this can be dual-wielded, but, this video does say all weapons, so I am going to show you all of them, even if they already can be dual-wielded. So, that's Needler, here's the plasma pistols, and I am using an Elite for this, but it doesn't matter, it would look about the same with both the Elite and the Spartan. Just for Halo 2, I prefer to play as an Elite. In Halo 3, I do prefer it as a Spartan, but I don't know, Halo 2, I just like playing as Elite better, and it's what I've always played as since since Halo 2 first came out. Actually, my player was always an Elite, so yeah, that's why. Now we're getting on to some of the weapons that you normally can't dual wield, like the carbine here. The carbine, as you can see in first person, does have that weird first person angles, I guess, that you see in later Halo games. So now you see where that originated from. That weird angle has always been there since Halo 2. And same with the BR. Also, weird angle. But, in third person, all these weapons look just fine. Whereas in the newer Halo games, well, in Halo 3, I'm pretty sure like pretty much all the weapons also look fine in third person. It's really just after Halo 3 where the weapons start looking really weird. But yeah, so I'd say, well, actually, before I go on, here is probably my favorite weapon to dual wield in every Halo game, and the one that consistently always looks the best in all the Halo games is the Energy Sword. And in Halo 2, the Energy Sword probably looks the coolest in first person. Your angle and pose is just pretty epic. In third person, though, it's about the same as Halo 3. Well, actually, it's more like Halo 3 is about the same as Halo 2, because Halo 3 came after Halo 2, of course. But in first person, it probably looks the best out of all the Halo games. But like I said, in all the Halo games, the Energy Sword probably looks the best compared to all the other weapons you can dual wield. And up to Halo 5, it even looks alright. I mean, Halo 5, the energy sword on your left hand is like pointed at a downward angle, but compared to like pretty much everything else in Halo 5, the energy sword still looks the best. And it's actually pretty interesting in Halo 5 because your secondary energy sword is actually a Prophet's Bane, no matter what your first one is. But that's something, another video that I made. If you want to watch that video, definitely look it up on my channel, because dual wielding weapons in Halo 5 is pretty cool. But it's a lot more. It's pretty complicated to do, but you don't need a mod to do it on Halo 5. You could do it just a pretty simple overload glitch. But anyways, so let's continue on the weapons. So we've gone through a few already, and we are on a pistol now, which you already know is possible. But like I said, gotta get through all of them. So after the pistol, what do we got next? The Brute Plasma Rifle. And that, of course, another weapon that you normally can dual wield easily. And I do want to apologize, every now and then you might notice the video, the frame rate drops a lot. That's because the Halo 2 Vista or Halo 2 PC is not the most well optimized game out there. And considering I'm running like the game DVR and Blue Trainer at the same time, Blue Trainer is what lets me go into third person and fly around as well. Running all those at the same time, I don't know, like it doesn't exactly like slow down my computer. It's just the game that's like, I don't know, kind of slow. But for the most part, it's, you know, not bad. It's just every now and then it will stutter a bit. But yeah, so moving right along, there you have the shotgun. In third person, the shotgun actually does look pretty cool. In fact, I never noticed like how huge they are compared to like your biped or your character. But yeah. Now on to the fuel rod, which is actually called the flak cannon in the game files. Fun fact. In first person, you can't really see the second fuel rod, but it is there. And in third person, you know, once again, holds it just fine. In the newer Halo games, after Halo 3, starting with Halo Reach, a lot of these weapons, when you dual wield them, even in like in first person, it looks, you know, totally messed up, like you see in the first person Halo 2. But in the newer Halo games, in third person, sometimes for a lot of the weapons actually, most of them, almost all of them, your secondary weapon will kind of be held at an angle as well in third person, or it'll be like, I don't know, like twist your arm around or everything. It'll just look really weird. But you know, like I said in my some previous videos, Halo 2 and Halo 3 would definitely be the peak of dual wielding, and you know, it's not surprising either, because there were the games where you actually were supposed to dual wield. But Halo 2 in particular, actually no, Halo 3 in particular is probably the best with dual wielding. It's like a refined Halo 2 system. The dual wielding is a little better in Halo 3, and because you can detach machine gun turrets and like plasma cannons, you can also dual wield those third person weapons as well in Halo 3. Which you can't in Halo 2 because you can't detach the machine gun turret. I'm sure it's just a way to like mod a machine gun turret, so you can probably hold it. But you know, I wasn't able to do that for this video. Now, for this next weapon, you might not recognize it unless you saw some of my older videos. But these are the silenced SMGs in Halo 2. Now you may be thinking, what silenced SMGs? Well, in Halo 2 PC, there was a hidden weapon in the game files called the Silent SMG, and these existed back in 2007, way before Halo 3 ODST came out. And as you saw, they even have the little targeting laser, and they can also be dual wielded, but they don't have a scope like an ODST. But these are basically the Silent SMGs before they came out in ODST, and they were hidden in the game files of Halo 2 on this map called Example, which was included with the map editor. So, you can't get it in a normal gameplay in the campaign, only in the multiplayer of Halo 2 PC, and not on the Xbox version either. It's kind of like the flamethrower. The flamethrower was in Halo 1, but it was cut from the game, and before anyone misinterprets that again, it was cut from the campaign. The game files were still in the campaign, but on the Xbox version, it was very buggy. It didn't really work well, as in it doesn't do any damage at all. But on a PC version, in campaign, it worked a little better, where you could do damage. And of course, it was officially added in the multiplayer, along with the fuel rod gun, of course. But yeah, so that's all the weapons on that map. Unfortunately, I cannot spawn the Sentinel beam in multiplayer, so we gotta do this in campaign here. And we'll just do it right on this map. I'll do with the gold Sentinel beam because it's a lot cooler and it shoots out the blue beams. But it'll be the exact same with the other Sentinel beam. I didn't feel the need to show the other one though, so I'm just going to show you this one. As you can see, you do hold it, just like many other weapons you aren't supposed to do it. You do hold it odd, like weirdly in first person mode. But like all the other weapons in third person, it's perfectly fine. And it's pretty much the same as in Halo 3 actually, which is not surprising at all. Or, you know, as I said before, it really should be more like Halo 3 is similar to Halo 2 with the pose. The only difference is, I do believe, I couldn't quite tell because they kind of like cover each other. Halo 3 Sentinel Beam actually do look a little better in first-person dual-wielded, but it does seem like you can fire both at the same time, whereas in Halo 3 you cannot fire both at the same time. So yeah, that's all the normal weapons in the game. And now, for the little special bonus surprise that you saw in the thumbnail, the Jackal shield. So I gave Arbiter, or myself in this game, the Jackal shield. And apparently the Jackal shield is actually a weapon in the game files that you can in fact dual wield. You just gotta equip it with the very simple mod. And in first person it does cover your entire screen, but it looks pretty cool when you use it in third person, especially when you're on a vehicle. It's like you're carrying like a little shield to like protect yourself on a vehicle when you're riding it. But what's interesting is, well, actually, it all makes sense now, because ever since Halo 1, you do see Jackals dual wielding the shield with another weapon. Now in Halo 1, the Jackal shield isn't exactly the same as in Halo 2 and later games, but it's I guess it's like an early version of dual wielding, but it's not quite the same. In Halo 2, I can of course spawn myself with it and use it in first person. And like I said, you can see the Jackal dual wielding plasma pistols, or occasionally plasma rifles in Halo 2. But with this mod I did, you could do it with any weapon with the Jackal shield. But the coolest thing that I dual wielded with the shield is, of course, the energy sword. I didn't think of this right away, but the energy sword is actually really cool to dual wield with the Jackal shield, because you're basically like a knight now with a shield and sword. Only you're like an alien knight with an energy shield and an energy sword. But this is it's like a kind of like a medieval setting now, like a setup, shield and sword, and it's like the perfect combo. With one exception though, because the energy sword is in Arbiter's left hand, I cannot use the energy sword. If I melee with the shield, I drop the shield. I drop the sword, my bad. So, unfortunately, while this looks really cool, it is just for show. It's not very functional. Now, if I could somehow equip the shield into my left hand, then I probably could use the energy sword in my right hand. However, it seems like in Halo 2, if I swing the energy sword, whatever I do with it will get dropped. Whereas in Halo 3, you actually can swing the energy sword in your right hand without dropping what's in your left hand. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. But I'll keep playing around with this, see if I can get the shield in my left hand and the sword in my right hand. But until then, it's just a pretty cool thing to look at now. And I'm actually not sure if the shield offers much protection, but still it looks pretty cool. And if I could get the sword working, switching them into the other hands, then you could have like a Halo 2 medieval knight playthrough, sort of, kind of thing. But yeah, so that's basically all the weapons dual wielded. Now, actually, shortly after recording this, I did actually get the shield to work. Well, I got the shield in the left hand and the sword in the right hand, but unfortunately, as I predicted, when you swing the sword, you do drop the shield. So I didn't really feel there's any point to record gameplay of it, but here are a few screenshots of it. But yeah, I'll see if I can find a way to make it so you don't drop the shield. But until then, I hope you guys did enjoy this. And if you did, leave a like and leave your thoughts and comments. If there's anything else you need to check out, just let me know. And other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also click that little notification icon next to the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with the latest videos. And I will see you guys next time.